Hello, welcome to my humble channel. My name is Brooks and I'm an artist. This week we made pizzas in a wood fire oven and it reminded me of my old emotions that I burned in the furnace of my mind. I still remember my original set of emotions. I burnt each of them in my furnace, one by one. One may ask, why would you do such thing? Because it was necessary. Eventually, my furnace grew cold, and I've slowly filled it with platitude and common sense. I thought I've killed off my earlier emotions, but they're still there. They've sensed danger and formed spores, and we're gonna paint one of them this week. I shall use Sharpies and colored pencils, combining dreamlike vulnerability and ruthless functionality. The first emotion to go was joy, so I shall paint him first from the series I'm planning to make. I am yet to be reunited with my sketchbook, so I'm gonna have to make it up as I go along again. I made a faint draft with this extremely cute colored turquoise. Then I'm gonna go in with peachy, fleshy Sharpie. Joy had many eyes. You can't really see it from here, but also there is one behind his ear. He was tiny, but very fast and quite strong. I used to run around with him in a cemetery in the woods. He also had a couple of horns. You might notice that one's a lot shorter than the other. When I began shunning him, he broke a piece of it and tried to trade it for a hug. When that didn't work, he began leaving little gifts by my pillow. One of those gifts was a compilation tape of the sounds of trees letting go of its leaves. I used to be able to sit and listen to those sounds, but not anymore. It went along with joy in the furnace. I was happy, quiet, maladjusted child. My parents did their best to protect my emotions, but still they were just a couple of cogs in the wheel called society. And I loved them and I wanted to make sure I could stay with them. And my emotions got in the way of that, so I burnt them as if they were dross. And it worked in terms of me being able to function as a useful cog in a society, at least for a good old couple of decades. Eventually, though, the emptiness became a little too much, and I stopped being this useful cog. And to my surprise, my emotions, they weren't burnt off, and found these spores waiting in my cold furnace. Perhaps I have become safe enough, and I can bring these emotions back one by one with remorse and compassion. My joy was a smart boy. He quickly detected that the environment was changing for worse, and he left the most spores. And I'm grateful for that. I introduced my joy to my menagerie, and they are very kind to it. Perhaps it'll be safe now.
What is it?
It's my original sense of joy that I chucked in my furnace.
You should take it out of the furnace. It doesn't look like it's very combustible.
I need to be feeling safe to bring it back.
You're safe now.
You sure?